Hello everybody, Dan here with Build a Website Free. Today we're going to try to answer that age-old question, how to build a website for free. And I picked 5 of what I think is the best options to get you started, kind of teach you the tips of the trade and how to build a website. And let's start out with Webs. Webs is a drag and drop kind of interface, and it's real simple to use. Once you create an account, you'll be able to set up a website like this in about 5 minutes. This is one page, kind of a splash page, but it's just an example of what you can do. I'm going to show you here, these elements are just drag and drop, and you can drag them anywhere you want to in the website. And that allows you to start creating. The thing I like about Webs, Weebly, Yola, and Jimdo is you can kind of see your website and see what you're creating as you're doing it. So there's Webs, and as you can see, you got different layouts for your website, and this will change your 2 different areas here. You can change all of those. Social links, so if you want to be social, which you should, everyone should talk to everybody, you can drag that in there and edit it and add those social icons. So that's real great. That's how one great option to build a website free is with Webs. Next, let's look at Weebly. Again, drag and drop, and Weebly's touted as the easiest way to create a website. It's very similar to Webs, just a little bit different interface. Again, it's drag and drop. You grab these elements down and plop them down to your page there, and go ahead and edit them. All the elements are very easy to understand and use. Design, as you can see, they got everything kind of all in one tab here. You can change your themes real easily. Different design options for your web page. So Weebly is really quick. I again built this in about 5 minutes, and it's just an example page, but just so you can kind of get the idea of what a Weebly site looks like. And I'm trying to keep some of these kind of minimal, so you just see the basic layout. Another great thing about Weebly is you can edit the HTML and the CSS, which once you get a little more familiar with building websites, is you can just come in here and kind of tweak everything to how you like it. That's the second way. Another way is Yola, and Yola kind of intrigued me when I started using it. It's real simple and it's really professional looking, and again, you can see your website as you're building it. This one I did in 5 minutes, just as a splash page. And with Yola, you have this bar down here, and again, drag and drop widgets. Now you can put, pretty much anywhere you want. Load them up, edit. Don't like it because you can't spell, get rid of it. And that's Yola. So all these, the free versions, you're going to be using a subdomain. Here's a good example: buildawebsitefree.yolasite.com. And what that subdomain means is if it says Weebly or Webs or Jimdo or Yola, you're hosting through the business. That's one disadvantage of free websites, is you don't really own that website, and they can take it down anytime they want. They can take your content, they can do whatever they want pretty much with it. So, free websites are great for, student projects, building a portfolio of pictures and doing all that kind of stuff, but it's not real good for a large business or, if you're trying to make any money. Let's move on to the next one. Jimdo. As you can see, another very easy to use website builder. This one is not drag and drop, but it's still very easy to use. You can see hovering over the elements here, and this is not a very good example because it is blocked out by these arrows pointing to my links, but you can add a new element. And here's all the elements that you can add. It's a lot of stuff. You can pretty much add anything you need for a website. And then that's the same for the sidebar over here. So I again built this one in 5 minutes, and 2 minutes of that was just signing up for the account. And I put this up so you can see Jimdo, Yola, Weebly, and Webs at work. Next, last but not least, we're going to look at WordPress. And I kind of did a tutorial on how to get started with WordPress. not the free version, but going through a host and having your own website, which is important, as I said, having a business website or anything you're trying to make money off of. But I never really dove into how to build with WordPress, so it's a little more complicated. It looks overwhelming, but it's really easy. Basically, you got two different types of content. You have posts and pages. And pages are basically what we're looking back here, kind of a splash page that just kind of shows who you are. So you can do that in WordPress. The one thing I don't like about WordPress is you can't see the website as you're doing it. And that kind of annoys me, but you get used to it. So you can build a home page very simply. Add media. So we'll just use this for example. Insert that in there. Write what you're about. And then I'm just going to publish it, and it's kind of an example. WordPress, the reason I want you to use WordPress is it's going to build you the best possible site with the best benefits. And it's a great tool. It's a content management system that pretty much every business uses now, and it'll give you the best SEO benefits and all that kind of stuff. So now that I published that, I'm just going to go ahead and click on this home. I already had a home. And as you can see, it's just got my content in here. And there's different themes that you can get that will take out this sidebar. So for a splash page, a landing page, you would take out the sidebar and just have your visuals and your text, and then that would make it more of a website. And then you can disable the comments, so it's a page. And I shouldn't have closed that, but that's alright. Go ahead and log back in here. So that's how easy it is to build with WordPress too. So it's easy to use, and it's probably the best tool you can use for building a website. You can get started for free with that subdomain at WordPress.com. If you are going to go pro through WordPress, I don't suggest going through WordPress.com. I suggest using a host such as Liquidlayer, Bluehost, uploading WordPress onto their server and editing it. And any host you go through will walk you through that and get you all set up, and you'll see a panel that's very similar to this, so you can edit all this stuff and be able to make your website. So the second kind of content is posts, and WordPress kind of started out primarily as a blogging platform, but now people use it for websites just because of the benefits and how it manages content and how it ranks in search engines organically when people search for your stuff. So you know, there's your blog. It'll add it right up when you do your post. So once again, Webs, Weebly, Yola, Jimdo, and WordPress all create awesome free websites. If I was going to pick top 5, that would be the top 5. WordPress actually being number 1, then Weebly, then Webs, then Yola, then Jimdo. I kind of like Webs a little bit more after I played with it a little bit more to build a website. It's a little bit better to kind of modify because you can kind of pull this stuff around and put it in a few more spots than you would normally be able to with using Weebly or anything like that. As you can see, it kind of automatically puts columns in, so you don't have to keep dragging and dropping them and all that good stuff. So you know, that'd be my third choice, I guess, but it's pretty comparable to Weebly, which they're both easy to use, and Yola, I really like it too. So enough of me rambling. If you're gonna get started, I got a link down in the comments or down in the information about this video. It'll bring you right here to Website Builders, and so you don't have to Google all these things. You can come here, pick Weebly, Webs, GoDaddy, Wix, Jimdo, WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, Yola, and pick the web builder that you really want. And down here I got tutorials how to get started with WordPress and how to get started with Weebly. So and find all the builders in one place, and you can kind of test them out. Drupal, Joomla, and WordPress. If you click on these, WordPress is not going to bring you to, or that does bring you to WordPress.com, but you want to click need a good host if you're going to buy WordPress, and the same goes for Drupal and Joomla. You're going to need a host to use that software and use it effectively. The rest of them kind of have their own builders and hosting and everything built in. So there's that. You don't have to search for it. Just go right to the link in the video and you can find the web builder that's right for you. I also have good hosts picked out in case you're going to use that WordPress, Drupal, or Joomla. All good hosts right there picked out. And then when you're done building your website, you're going to need tools. So come back and get some tools. Webmaster Tools, you need those to submit your site to search and all that good stuff. So just come back to the website. The link to website builders will be down below, as I said. And good luck building your free website, and I hope you go pro and get the best out of your website. Have a good day.